Blessed morning. I wanted to make a quick announcement. My Earth's Finest jewelry shop is going to be closed for the remainder of the spring and probably maybe the beginning of the summer. It all depends. We have a lot of things going on, and I need to direct my energy into that. We're trying to open up a martial arts school, so we're going to be directing a lot of energy towards that outside of our homeschooling. So I won't be making any more jewelry for a while. I will, however, teach you how to make lock jewelry, hair ties, and some earrings and different things like that, so you can express yourself through your jewelry and not have to pay a grip for it. Oh, those are my puppies. I was wondering what that noise was. Another thing, a lot of the pieces that I had available, I'm going to be posting them on a website called Native Style Trade and Barter. A good friend of mine, Aida Honor, created this site so people can come together and trade items. If you have old clothes, or if you have a craft, if you make jewelry, if you make hair and body products, natural cleaning products, whatever the case may be, you can join her site, present your product, you can advertise and promote your business, and you can set up items for trade. I've traded quite a few pieces from a lot of talented artists, and it's really taken it back to the way it was back in the days of old, where money wasn't an issue. If you had a skill, if you had a craft, you were able to barter and trade to get what you needed or what you wanted. So I'm going to be posting a lot of my pieces there, and I'll post a link at the bottom of the page. It's going to be www.aida, AYIDA, honor, HONOR.ning.com. Now, what I'm going to do for you right now, it's kind of dark because it's early in the morning. I'm going to try to do this. I'll probably do this video again if the light is better, if it's sunnier, it's a little cloudy outside. I'm going to be showing you how to make lock jewelry. And this lock jewelry is going to be the exact fit for your locks. I'm also going to show you how to make natural hair ties. Now, I've seen a couple sellers online selling hair ties and hair tie sets with the earrings and everything for $20, $25. I want to show you how to make them yourself for a fraction of that. And this is one I just took out of my hair. This is actually one I made for my daughter. It has African crowbow beads and wood beads and this hair pipe bead. I'm going to give you a link to a website where you can buy these for 20 cents a piece. Yes. And these donut pieces, I'm sure if you go to Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, AC Moore, any of the crafting places, you'll go in the jewelry section and you'll find all kind of donut pendants. This is very small because it's for my daughter, but they have really big ones. When I show you how to make hair ties, I'm going to use a big one. And then I'll also show you how you can make earrings to match your hair ties and different kinds of lock jewelry. So I'm going to show you some basics on this one, and then if not later on, I'll get into how to make other kinds of lock jewelry. But let me show you. This is a piece that I took out of my hair. This is a coil piece with a crazy lace agate drop. I really love gemstones, and I incorporate natural gemstones in most, if not all, of my pieces. This is what the coil looks like in the back. This is what it looks like on the side view. And I also am going to show you, if you don't want to do the whole coil, these are little cuffs with a loop. I'm going to show you, I give you a link to a website where you can buy these. You can buy a packet of 50 for $3.99. And I'll show you how to make lock jewelry that will not fall off. I've seen people who make lock jewelry and it falls apart or it comes out of your hair. I'm going to show you how to make pieces that stay snug in your hair and tips on how to make your lock jewelry so it stays in your hair. I'm also going to show you how to slip it on if you're having trouble putting a piece on. I'm going to show you how to slip it on with this little piece of wire. Alright? Now you're wondering, how am I going to create lock jewelry to fit my hair exactly? And when I show you what I use, you might laugh. But I use crochet needles. All right, crochet needles. This is the best way to get a sturdy piece that you can wrap your wire around and it's going to fit your lock perfectly. I have crochet needles. My daughter, she crochets. I have crochet needles that are so small, so tiny, that I use those to make sister lock jewelry. I don't have one on me, but I'll probably do some of those pieces later on. But what you do is you go to whatever crafting store. You can go to Walmart and they sell them in packs, or you can buy them individually. And an individual crochet needle will cost you maybe $2. You pick a lock and you hold your lock up to the crochet needle and you figure out which crochet needle is going to fit, is going to be the same size of your locks. Now, what I will tell you is, when you pick a crochet needle, you want to actually pick a needle that is slightly smaller than your lock, because you don't want your pieces just falling out of your hair or slipping out of your hair. You want it to kind of be snug on your locks. So you pick a crochet needle that is slightly smaller than the size of your locks. I have many different size locks. I have a couple very small ones in here, and then I have some big ones in here, and I'm going to show you a couple pieces really quickly. This one was just a regular little, and this only took me like 10 seconds to make, and it slips on and off. Slips on and off like that. And I'm also going to show you, I'm going to take this off. Take it off, this is what it looks like. If you've ever seen beads, like for your children's hair, little girl, colorful beads, and you see that loop thing in there, looks like a needle, that's to actually slip your hair in. So let's say I'm going to use, and this is very pliable, just for example, you're going to slip this, squeeze it a little more. You're going to slip this through, or matter of fact, no, I'm doing it backwards because I want it to go this way. You're going to slip this through the lock jewelry, alright? Open it up a little bit. Now this wire, the wire that I use to make my lock jewelry is 20 gauge wire. This thinner wire that I'm using right here is 22 gauge wire. Now with wire, the higher the number gets, the skinnier the wire. But most of my lock jewelry, I use 20 gauge wire. This is 22 gauge because it's thinner, it's a little more pliable. But I'm going to take a lock, slip it through the loop, just like a needle, and I'm going to pull this, let me do it this way, straight down to be easier, at least guide it through the loop. Actually this lock might be a little too big, but you would take, yeah, this lock is a little too big. They have different, let me find a smaller lock. Here we go, this is a smaller lock. Slip the lock through the loop, right? And you just pull it, look at that, pull it all the way through. Now mind you, I put it upside down, but that was just an example of how you would take this little piece of wire and create a needle to slip it through your lock if it doesn't go through easily. And like I said, up and down. And this is a very small lock, so I wouldn't leave this on here because it would just slip right off. I actually found a thicker lock, and I kind of screwed it in there like a nail, and I just pulled it through. But some pieces that you're going to need, or some tools you're going to need, are some basic wire cutters. And even with these wire cutters right here, I'm sorry, these aren't wire cutters, these are